At this point, if you don't send your SAT score to Ivies, they just assume that you bombed it. Back during COVID, all the testing centers were shut down, and it was literally impossible to take the SAT, so it made sense to have test optional policies. But after everything opened back up, the only people who don't send an SAT score are the people who didn't score high enough for it to be impressive. And especially after last year, when half the Ivy League schools switched back to requiring the SAT, you can expect that all of the Ivies are looking to the SAT as a minimum measure of academic ability. They need to see that you at least got a decent score so that they know that you wouldn't fail classes if they accepted you into the college. And for a lot of these schools, you don't need to send an SAT to meet that standard, right? You could send AP or IB scores as long as they're high enough to prove that you can handle the material. But even if you have an SAT score that's a little bit lower, say it's just barely over 1400, you should definitely send that score with your application so they don't assume that the real score is way lower than that. Also, just so you know, even though around this part of admissions TikTok, people are always saying